Hey, this is our quarantine carpool review with Andy.
Yeah, with John, staying safe with the mask on, you know what I mean?
Well, okay. I'm in my garage, so I'm
Oh,
quarantined.
I got you.
This week or for tomorrow, we're doing Borat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was an
Did you?
interesting film.
Oh yeah, I thought it was, even though it was really short, like it's a good film. Like honestly.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Like it was short and sweet kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
what I was trying to do, just
yeah,
be funny, but as a humorous thing.
yeah. Although I did think that some scenes were unnecessary. Like I think the nudity was kind of unnecessary. It was funny for sure, but I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I thought, yeah, it was too explicit. Yeah, very. But I honestly, I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty funny, but I thought it would be unnecessary to go everything. Um,
Honestly, I don't have much to say about the movie on like because it was really funny and that I think there the movie is itself is trying to say a lot of things about
mhm.
how do I say, like I guess the culture of America maybe, right?
Yeah, I kind of saw it as, the people of Kazakhstan in the movie treated America as this like, that not almost like a utopia place, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like a place, land of freedom and, um, like an upgraded version of society.
Yeah. I at first I didn't know what to expect or what was in Borat's mind when he was going to USA because you know how he always talked about how Kazakhstan is like the greatest country in the world, and like I feel like in a way, even though he's going to America to learn of American culture, like in a different way, in this perspective, he was going to United States to teach Americans about the Kazakhstan culture and like I guess in a way make them Kazakhstanize the Americans. Does that make sense? Kind of.
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I saw it initially when he went. Like he saw Kazakhstan as a good country, a great
Mm, yeah.
country.
Yeah.
But I think he still would have deemed America as the greatest country in the world.
Oh
They're
yeah.
an upgraded version of themselves. So he went to the U.S. like all excited, to pull the resource from the U.S. and bring it back to Kazakhstan. But of course, that didn't turn out the way he wanted to. He
Oh yeah.
saw Baywatch and he and he wanted to go to California, um, for to marry the actress,
Yeah, Pamela.
Pamela
Pamela.
Anderson. Pamela Anderson, yeah. Um, so in that sense, I think this movie is a journey movie. You
Oh
know,
yeah, definitely, for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, of Borat. It was pretty funny. I love how he met so many different people.
Hmm.
But he was the outsider, but nobody beat the shit out of him for what he did.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised. They were all really understanding and very
Yeah, yeah.
like very good, like really good hospitality.
But like under the table,
Oh
they
yeah.
first saw him as like, oh, he's new, so we gotta teach him how to be an American. And
Yeah.
then later on, Borat's Borat. He he's like, hey, how much for you? So like it progresses. Their reaction progresses to from a good hospitality to like,
Mhm.
okay, this guy's got to go, kind
Oh
of.
yeah.
Um, so I guess it kind of shows that two-sided part of U.S. people. They try to be like understanding of all their culture, but in the end, once the other culture is not like how the U.S. people want them my lights off. Um, want them to be, they kind of shut them off.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really agree with that.
yeah,
Because if in a way, if the other country's culture doesn't really align with American culture, like they were sure they sure to kind of block themselves off. So like
yeah,
especially at the dinner table scene,
yeah,
like
yeah, exactly.
when he brought a guest, even though she was a
Yeah,
prostitute,
yeah.
like they completely like disconnected from him and then like they kicked him out.
Even before that, he made some over the line statements. Like how he made fun of like one of the guy's wife.
Oh,
Like
which
there were
scene?
three women on the table, and
Oh,
then
the dinner
and and,
table.
and Borat was like, oh, these two women would be very popular in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, yeah.
That one won't. And then it kind of, and they got into awkward silence because the woman was the guy's wife, and
And
after
there are a lot of
that,
yeah.
he went to the bathroom, he took a shit, and he brought the shit with him,
Yeah.
and
Yo,
yeah, their
yo, I
reaction,
died during this movie again. Oh my gosh, dude.
yeah,
I think there are a lot of scenes throughout the movie that really um I guess overtly kind of show I guess in a way bad side in a way of America. Think
yeah.
about it. I like this scene especially when he was in the front of the Trump International Hotel Tower and he's taking shit in front of it.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
And the
scene was really
bush,
good.
in the bush,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. I can't remember the other scenes that I really liked. Um, but yeah, there were a lot of scenes that really that the film tried to portray to I guess show the I guess in a way bad side of USA. I guess not really a bad side, but I can't really explain. I don't know if
I
you're kind
think
of
I
catching.
think all the scenes when he interacts with the US, like people from US, like the anchor,
Mm-hmm.
in the broadcasting channel, the scene with that, it's the same. It's like a repetitive scene with different people in different situations.
Yeah.
It's first, oh, welcome to our country. Then it turns into, oh, you are so weird and you're a moron, um there I couldn't find any, I can't remember any scene where he wasn't rejected for being a Kazakhstan in US in the end. No, he was first welcome in the beginning, but all rejected in the end.
Oh, I think the scene with the frat boys. I think it was
Oh, the frat,
one of the things.
but do the frat boys really count?
Because in a way, they didn't want him to leave, but he left
Yeah,
in
yeah. Well,
despair.
I guess that scene kind of shuts
Yeah.
an argument down. But in my argument, I don't think the frat boys count because they're half drunk all the time.
Mm,
But
no
okay.
way.
Yeah, I guess that was one scene where Borat's accepted all throughout. Um, there was that.
Yeah, I feel like for me, when I watched the movie, I feel like there's a deeper meaning in all of the people he interacted with, but I just can't get the grasp on it. Does that, you know what I mean? I feel like there's deeper meaning to
Oh yeah,
all the interactions.
yeah. I feel like there are different layered meanings in each scene, but this first time watching it and the only time watching it, I couldn't find anything. And because I kind of saw the movie very lightly.
Yeah, I no, honestly, me too. I honestly just enjoyed the movie and like,
Yeah, I was like, hey, that's funny.
yeah, I just didn't. Oh my god,
Oh,
the
it
way
had
he.
a good social commentary, you know. Um, the dream that you chase is not always the dream that you first thought of. He, because in the journey type, he had a goal of meeting with Pamela Anderson and marrying her, but in the end, he finally got to Pamela Anderson, and but she rejects him. He's like, "Hey, you want to marry me?" And she's like, "No." So he, so he does a throwdown with her. Um, um, and turns out that I forgot her name, that the prostitute that he called in the house earlier.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I
She,
forgot her name too,
it
but
turns out that she's the true love for Borat.
that's
And not
mhm.
Pamela Anderson. So there's that, I think, social commentary on that. Um, I
I,
guess,
I actually really like that. Actually, yeah, that's a really good point.
yeah. So it's like a happily ever after, but it's not the same happily ever after that Borat thought of in the beginning.
Mm,
So
that's a good point. I really enjoy this scene at the end where um she's excreting her,
milk,
yeah, and
breast
to
milk,
make the
yeah.
cheese, yeah, and people are lining up
Was that
for it.
for
I was
cheese?
like, huh?
Was that for cheese?
Yeah. So when he met up
Oh,
with the,
okay. I thought it was just fresh out of the like fresh into the bottle or something. But
I think they're making cheese because he did offer that cheese to the
mhm.
I forgot that guy when they were having a interview, but yeah.
The one funny thing in the end, I thought it was that the initial approach of going to US was to, gain resource and, find political economic help from US and bring it to Kazakhstan, have Intel, bring
Oh,
Intel.
was
But
it?
yeah, that was the point in the beginning,
Oh,
The Kazakhstan government sent Borat as a representative to US to gain information on some topic that I can't remember
see,
because
that's
we forget
yeah,
that because
yeah,
in the end all he brought to back to Kazakhstan from US was that prostitute where his true love. um so I thought that was pretty funny.
yeah. Honestly, I totally forgot about that. Reason for
Yeah,
going
he
to
went to
America.
there was a purpose.
Yeah.
It was they were trying to film a documentary,
Oh, documentary. Yeah.
yeah, in US, and to spread the Kazakhstan culture to US and bring US culture to
Mm.
Kazakhstan, kind of thing. I from what I remember, um
I think that's why.
that's not what it was.
Cause I think that's the reason. Like I mean, having struggle is like director does take away from us, like take us away from like the main point of the movie, like the point of the travel.
Yeah,
And like you know how he takes us into the journey into like what Borat does throughout the
yeah,
country, and that's why I think that's like a deeper meaning, but I just can't like think of it. But honestly, I still really enjoyed it though.
yeah. I would
Yeah.
definitely, I'll give it a B plus.
Oh really? I think I give it an A
I'll give it a B plus.
because like I think the humor and like the meanings behind the humors and like
B plus,
people who interacted, I think just has a really good thing.
B plus A minus range.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
yeah, around that range. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty fun movie to watch. Just sit and watch.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I needed that subtitles. Honestly, I just couldn't watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was critical. The subtitles were critical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so this is our end. This is the end for Borat. We'll see you on
Wednesday.
Tuesday. No,
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Tuesday when we do the review. Yeah.
Yeah, when we do the review for the next movie on
All
female
right.
role. What'd you vote for?
Um, I honestly can't remember. I forgot.
Okay. We'll see what we watch.
All right. All right,
All
bro.
right.
Peace.